Okay, so as I was saying, these are the hands, both hands, and basically the runners here. I'm going to put one of them together on camera here. You'll probably see me going off screen just to clean it up a bit, just the way I work. So, and sorry if you can't really see much, it's just because I'm actually doing this for the first time myself as well. So, okay. So it looks like I'm mostly going to be working on this end here. So let me quickly get out the first two. Now, up until this point, I've actually never really done this before, so. But it looks like Bandai has done a really good job of laying it out for us. So, I'm just gonna quickly clean these up. Because normally with, like, this one's perfect great hands here. They were put together, and you just have to basically bend all the parts, and I would find that a lot of the time some of the fingers would pop out and all that kind of stuff. So let me, there it is. And also I will show you afterwards all the stuff that I've done so far on the Strike Freedom. So just give me a minute here. While I quickly clean up these all these nub marks. As I say, it's just doing this is just habit for me at this point. Okay. So I have these two small, really small parts here that are going to make up the thumb. Just like that. So that you'll notice me not cutting out a lot of things because the instruction manual doesn't say to actually cut them out. It says to leave them in and then cut them out afterwards, which is a really neat idea. As I say, this will be a lot of me working here and then working on nub removal and stuff. So I'm actually supposed to keep this part on right here the whole time. Who knows, I might actually. Okay. So it says for me to put the thumb in first, like that. Just like with a lot of the master grade hands, you put in a thumb. And then you put this little part in here. Like that there. Make sure that looks like this. And if you can't see this really well, there are other videos, other dual build videos that actually show this a lot better than I can, just with my setup here and stuff. And as you can tell, I'm constantly working on it, so. Okay. So, let me take a look at this. Okay, so it looks like this will go on to it. Like, there's a little T kind of thing that it shows that you should look for. That is actually on the other side. Then it says this should all just snap right on in, which it does. As usual with any Gundam. Or Gunpla, or however you want to say it. Now this is kind of where the magic all happens. Go ahead. Sorry, I have a thing back here that I have all the parts and stuff, so. Okay, so that's the hand. Sorry about that. That's the hand so far. Okay, I'm going to cut out a few more parts. And we're going to lay them all in. But, as I say, it will be interesting to see how this all goes. So, I need to flip it over. And remember, these are perfect grade hands from about 2000. 2009 this one was made. Which is a lot newer than some of the other runners on in this kit. Which is nice to see. These ones should have a lot less nub marks and all that kind of stuff, which is also really nice. Okay, so I have the one little piece right here. Let me move my light into a better angle for you guys. There we go. That'll probably look a little bit better. So there's that little piece right there. That wasn't anything important. So what it says here, so with this part facing up, there's kind of a little hook on it. Also, you can see by the design that this should just snap or slide right into that like that. You see, that's the little middle part there is the one I just cut out and cleaned. And then it just slid right into this slot here, making a whole finger. Now I'm supposed to cut this whole finger out. And not as many of those satisfying snaps I'm finding that we see with like the Banshee or with any other perfect grades. Especially that one right there, the one in the back here. That one has a ton of snaps to it, but it is so satisfying. So basically what I've done is cut it out and I've moved it just so that all those little pieces get seated in properly. That's another thing that I find with the other kind of perfect grade hands is that the joints are extremely stiff. And you can never get them all without actually a finger flying off or something like that, and it's a mess. Sorry, this is just me cleaning up the piece. There we go. Now it does have a 1-to-1 scale ratio on the instructions, which is truly 1-to-1 scale, which is very nice. Now, what it says, yeah, it should, with this kind of flat part with all the little details without all that junk on the top there. Just slide in like that. And that's the pinky finger. Now I will do that approximately 3 more times here. So excuse me while I do that, and I will bring you back when I have the full hand almost ready here. Okay, so we are back. As you can see, all the parts are now on. All the fingers are now on. All that there is left to do I think I'm going blind because I couldn't see those. Oh shoot, I forgot to panel line 2 things really quickly. Okay. So let me just look at that really quickly. Okay. So there's the one white piece goes across all the knuckles there. And then there's this other white piece. Wait, I'm supposed to do something else first. Wasn't I? Yes. That might be a problem. Don't worry, guys. I got it under control. Sorry about that jump cut there. Yeah, for some reason. So that's the hand. So yes, as you can see, it is actually a really nice hand. It doesn't feel like anything is going to pop off easily at all. It's a very good one. Very, very good hand. So here's the arm that one's going to go on to here in a minute. Basically just the pieces of the arm or shoulders. The full legs. Both of them have been completed. The skirt. And yes, all of it is pretty well this color here, which is a nice gold. these two kind of beam rifles here. Now this one wasn't the one, but one of them I had to glue this part on because it would have just, I was holding it like this and it would just fall off. So keep that in mind. You might need some hobby glue, which I have from another project. This one here. As you can see, both of them are done with the beam saber holders here that rotate 360 degrees. The massive torso. And yes, that is another different perfect grade in the background. Here. Oh. And just a little bit more. So you can get a look at that guy, which I'm very happy with. Very, very long sword. It's barely in. It's got a few more inches, or katana, should I say. That's its sheath. Katana with one of the legs there. It's longer. Basically, it's almost the size of a perfect grade, which is amazing. Alright, here's another little arm piece. And here is the Strike Freedom's head. Whoops. Sorry about that. There is a light kit inside of it, but I didn't have the batteries on hand, so I just decided not to light it up. It even has the writing on it, on the top of the gem here. So, that's the update / building of the hands. I'd like to thank you all for watching, and until next time, remember to rock on.